talk Brandon Aiyuk. Aiyuk didn't have any catches today, unless I'm mistaken.
Nope.
But he did get some work as a punt returner, which he does every day. And that's not big news, but he was asked after practice, like, do you want to return punts? And he was like, yes. And 2, I got to earn it. It made it sound like he was dropping punts in practice when we weren't around maybe last year. Fair enough. But he says that, yes, and he's working to try to prove that he's good enough. I think that's really good news, and I'm trying to take credit. But that's neither here nor there. What do you think of Aiyuk's mindset here?
You got it, Jack.
Say it again.
I mean, what do you think of him wanting to do this, campaigning for it, and the Niners kind of being on the fence about it?
Yeah, no, I think it shows his mindset of him wanting to get the ball in his hands, and he wants to be a playmaker. He wants to do what he knows he can do, and he's not going to shy away from the opportunity.
I mean, look, when Aiyuk said in his press conference, yes, I want to and I should earn it, that's good because he's not feeling like it's going to be handed to him, and that's the mindset that you want, right? Like, and that's a lot of respect for his teammates. And that's really good, honestly. And I saw him take a little bit, but I saw Richie James over there as well too. This is an open competition. And when I believe somebody on Twitter said that Trent Sherfield, I think it was Al Sacco, Trent Sherfield's going to make this roster. I think he is, and as a wide receiver and that as well too. So that was something that was kind of, again, this when we talked about I believe it was like one of our last shows when we talked about being on the bubble and like Richie James, you're dropping passes. You're not making an impact on punt returns. They're clearly trying to figure out this punt return situation because they're not they're not good with it. So yes, I mean, and it's good that Aiyuk is humble enough to say I have to earn it. But yeah, I mean, you want at the end of the day, coaches scheme up the best plays for guys to put the ball in their hands and go. And that's how it should be for punt returns as well, too. So always put the ball in the hands of your best playmakers, and Brandon Aiyuk is one of them. So I love his attitude, and I love that he's acting like it won't be handed to him.
And I understand people being like, well, if he's the number one wide receiver on the team, then he's too important. I guess there's an argument to be made there because you would hate to have some guy that you're throwing 150 targets a season go down because of a punt return. But I don't think he's in that position right now. I mean, you guys are there. Like Deebo Samuel's having this great camp. Kittle's still on the team. It's a run-first team. If he doesn't return punts, you might be looking at a guy who is like underutilized.
I mean, well, the thing is too, it's like a lot of the stuff about Aiyuk too. It's like he understands, he's return pumps. He's gonna fair catch it when it's like. So I understand the injury concern, but he's not gonna put himself in a bad spot. He still knows how to do this. So I'm not necessarily as worried about the injury thing. It's like it's more about the fear of if that happens, but I don't think that it's a high likely chance that it will happen. If that makes sense.